Oh, lordy. What is that? I believe that is a creeper outside my house. Where'd it go? Oh, hi, buddy. Hey. Hi. Yeah, you're not gonna blow me up. Yeah. No, that's not gonna happen. No, I'm not coming outside. Sorry. It's not happening. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm just gonna close that up. Okay. So, right here, I'm gonna tell you all about this episode, what we're gonna do today. It's about to ride about F5s. So, here I am, standing on my my dining room table, and I'm gonna tell you about what's going on. So, you remember the skelly spawner, the rudimentary redstone, and all of that to turn it on and off. Today, I'm gonna start gathering resources and digging out a fantastic idea I have planned. So here's the plan. Down there, there's a big, like, tube, I would call it, hanging out above the land, all uppity and over and downy, right? Well, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna make that big old tube into a tunnel that's gonna go down into the ground and become the stairwell, an open area to, where's all my stuff? To the skelly spawner. And then I have this really cool idea. I think I have all that stuff down there. I don't think I really need any of this. Let's put that up there. Let's kind of organize myself a bit, because I think what I'm going to do, I was down grabbing some resources, just odds and ends, and putting them in chests, and I went to the nether and just picked up some things. Obviously, I have a power 2 bow I don't need. Some sticks. That looks like about enough of that. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to dig out a big old freaking hole, right? And that big old hole is going to have what I would call, if you've ever seen houses nowadays, like this is like a big old open plan with the dining room, you know, kind of in the middle, and then the kitchen's over here, but that's kind of got doors, but the bedroom's over there and doesn't have doors. Big open area living space. Well, the skelly spawner is going to be very similar. I'm going to have to take care of this creeper or it's going to bother me, because it's not going to despawn forever. Is there anything else out here I have to worry about dying from? I don't think so. Where are you at, buddy? Huh? You just hanging out over there? There he is. Just hanging out. I do not want to go back there. Okay, I'm going back there. Going back there. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Going back there to kill this guy. Oop. Do I have arrows on me? I do. Fantastic. You're dying. Nope. Nope. You're not getting me. Yeah. Power 2 bow, buddy. Power 2 bow. Connected up some of them bows so I could get this going right and actually not die like another creeper hole down there. Okay, so that's what's going on. We're going to get ourselves together. I'm going to go back in the doorway. And we are going to go down there and start work on all the digging. So it's probably going to be another time-lapsey thing. If you guys don't like them, just let me know. And I'll just do that crap off cam and save myself some hard drive and save you some music. But I really like the music thing. I like putting music to it and just kind of getting a groove on and digging out a bunch of stuff. And I like getting the grindy parts out of the way and let you know that I'm still doing the work. That, you know, there's no cheatings going on. I don't cheats. As a matter of fact, this server for like ever, I couldn't even have commands. Eventually, I kind of want a spectator account, you know, so that you guys can see that I'm actually, you know, doing it from another angle, picking up the you know, the dirts and what have you, kicking them around. But yeah, I'm gonna head over to the spawner and I'll meet you there. Okay, guys, so here is said tunnel right here, kind of all up in a tree and what have you. So the tunnel, basically, I'm gonna open up. So like the cave, I believe, is like right over there. You know, the entrance to the cave. So you'll come in through this grand arch, which I'm going to clean all up and make it look good and possibly even make it out of glass. I mean, that would be cool if you could see the skellies going by in the water. You know, they can't do anything about it. But either way, I think what'll happen is that they come up. Okay, there's the spawner right there. That's the spot. So spawner happens. They go down. They go boom. They come up in here. Float, float, float. Swim, swim, swim. They come across. Obviously, then they drop down. Bam, and then I go swap, 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 swap. Swing them. Get them. And then I get all the goodies. Well, the problem now is I have this huge thing over the ground, and it's ugly. So what I'm thinking is, since my house is off of yonder, I'm going to take that area, the area right here. I'm going to make a path. It'll come down through here, all these trees. I'm going to get me a bunch of wood, which will be awesome because I'm going to make that into this tunnel that'll go down this way. Smack on the ground. Oh, what you doing with your butt on the ground? Okay, so I'm basically gonna make a path that goes through this, goes down into the ground right here, okay, then comes around and enters said cave. So it'll be all down in this area like this, okay? And you'll drop down here into this cave, and then this will all open up all the way around, I think, the entire spawner. Even maybe, I haven't even thought about whether it should go around the, the block, the spawning block. And then, but I really wanted it to go all the way around this guy where they land right here. So right now, nothing's spawning. Although I did just get the crap scared out of me by a skeleton that was above the ground, like right above the spawner area. Now, I know I left enough room. Plus, I put a slab on top of the spawner, and it's all lit up in there. So I don't see how he could have spawned other than it being night a minute ago. But he had leather armor on, and I killed him. And did I get anything from that guy? Did I get anything good? Maybe a bone. I got a bone. Yeah. Oh, maybe I picked up the rest of the... I must have picked up the rest of his arrows, because I used 2 arrows on that creeper. Either way, so they land here, and all the way around this is going to be open except for this dropping portion and this landing platform right here. So basically, I'm going to switch out the blocks so they look cool. I'm going to make the whole thing kind of come down like this, so it's this big grand thing. And over here, you're going to have this box that maybe you won't see. Maybe I'll dig it all the way out around it, and I don't know, dress it up. Who knows? Maybe I'll make it enterable so that you can go in and out of this sucker to I don't know, maintenance things. I don't know. I know one thing I'm going to have to do is these lights are totally not symmetrical. And as much as I like to break symmetry with, like, plants and organic things, when it comes to redstone, and blocks of any nature like this, I think with something lights in it, they have to be straight. They just got to be straight. So these are down here, right, even with the spawner, and then the one over here is off center and above, and then this one down is off center and below. So it's just kind of a hurt my head kind of a thing, and I can't walk today. I'm about to sneeze. Oh God, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh stop it. No, I'm gonna hit my head on something. I'm gonna hit the mic, I think. Either way, that's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna start digging. I'm gonna get some resources. I already did some of the work already. We're going to see what happens. I can't wait for this. This looks like fun to me. I hope you guys enjoy it too. And I'm going to do probably a time lapse of it. But if you guys don't like the time lapse, just let me know, whenever you watch this. And I'll consider doing something else, maybe jump cuts and just kind of moving on. All right. But either way, guys, I'm going to take a sleep because I'm pretty sure it's nighttime. Yes, it is. It is nighttime. Optifine version available HD Ultra C3. I guess that's out. All right. I'll see you guys in a minute. I got some digging to do. Come on. Are you coming? You lying down here? I really hope this works. I heard a spawn. I turned off that for a minute. Okay, so this all depends on if this idea right here works. And I haven't tried this. There should be a skelly, popping in any minute. I took that out. I heard something spawn. Now I'm just waiting for it to make its slow travel over to here. I don't want to let too many through because I don't know how many spawned while I was doing that. But I'm just waiting for these guys to land so I can see if they can get out of there. I don't think they can. It'll just be their feet sticking out. I mean, right? You coming, buddy? Should I check in there? I mean, I know the light's on now. He's stuck. Why is he stuck? Why are you stuck? Why are you stuck? Maybe I should help him along. There you go. Okay. That looks like something I'm gonna have to fix. But apparently now he's swimming. So now he's doing his thing. Let's see what... I got my phone going off in the background, guys. I'm sorry. Oh. Really? Oh, because I shot him. Well, that didn't do any good for a test. So, let's do this. Let's listen for the skellies. I am not hearing the skellies. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not hearing them. I'm not hearing them. The lights are off, right? Does the server need to be restarted or something? Oh, I heard one. Yep. There's some skeletons. Maybe that hole is too small and they have to bump each other to get into it. Okay. All right. Well, there's one. He doesn't see anything. He's not trying to escape. He's not looking at me. Is this skeleton looking at me? No? No? Can you see me in the corners? I think this might be working. Yeah. Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh, that makes me so happy. I'm jumping up and down. I'm jumping up and down. I'm jumping up and down. Okay, so that makes me really pleased. That makes me really pleased. Oh my God, that's awesome. OMG, I'm happy. I'm gonna make this work now. Yeah. Okay, so this will be the little killing floor thing I was talking about, the pedestal of death, if you will. And skelly dive. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna start going back to digging this out, and we'll see where we end up. Okay, so really quick, I wanted to show you guys this just because. Yeah, diorite. I know. Give me a break. This is my personal world. Just something I was doing, testing things, doing stuff off and on, making a beautiful land all by myself. This was pre-YouTube here. I'm not really doing any YouTube stuff on this world. This was just me, like a survival creationist test world to make sure all my ideas work that I want to do in survival. This is the skelly spawner that I built right on the other side of this wall. I think I might have went over this before, and if I did, and I'm dumb, it's fine. But it's right there. Skelly spawn. That's how that works. And then once they spawn, excuse me, they go up and around. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because it's the exact same thing as on the Diz and Easy server that we're doing. So they basically land here, and I whap them, right? It's the same basic idea, but I was really afraid when I was doing this because I was new as to whether I should do all that. But this is the basic idea. See, spawner back here. Now you'll see you have a bit more room than you do. You know, I think the wall is like right here, 2 blocks further forward, which is kind of depressing. And I really don't want it that way, but it looks like it's gonna be that way. And I don't really have a choice to do all this wonderful Archie kind of things. And I know it's a little one colory, but you know, I was learning. Come on, give me a break. Give a guy a break. Can you do that for a brother? Okay, so what happens is I'm gonna open up all the way around that guy in our world. And you'll have enchanting over on one side, and I think over here, past like where the redstone, you know, stuffy is. I don't think there's going to be redstone in this, but yeah, not here. Not here. Over there. Around there. You see I blocked all that off. There's no lights in this one. That's another thing. Like, this is just going to be done, right? I'm thinking whatever wall faces the skeletons, because I have lights and I can turn them on and off. I will just build a pretty wall for where we're going to stand and then block all that crap off. You know, there's not going to be obviously stairs coming down. But, and yeah, and then so you'll have this, you'll have our little trash can, you know, that kind of a thing. And, yeah, what do I have in here? I haven't even looked in here in ages. Whoa, that's right. Oh, that's right. That's because I got myself a fish farm, which I'm really hoping they don't break in 111, because if they do, it's really going to upset me and break my, really break my heart, because mending is a thing. Mending is a thing that everyone needs. Everyone needs a little mending in their lives. It's my favorite part of the game right now. Get out of here, homie. Get out of here. Get. You. Bye. Okay, but that's that. That's that, guys. So, you basically get the idea of what I'm going for. I'm going to get to digging, and I'll be back when I've got a lot more. Okay, guys. So, here's what's been going on. I got a little creative. I got in a groove, and I just kind of went at it. And this is the beginnings of the tunnel that lead down into our old deprecated skelly spawner area. And yeah, I've kind of gotten the idea from a lot of YouTubers who just make things look rank and dead and old and crusty. And you know, this part's not finished. I'm actually not done with this at all. As you can see, it goes all the way up into, you know, the rest of the overworld. My awesome server saving the world again. Okay, so this is my statue. I think it's going to be kind of a continuing symbol, you know, of my area. Let's put it that way. You know, I've always wanted to do something like that, so I think this is it. This is my symbol. The two half circles reaching for each other, not connecting, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just broken in my head. I don't know. Either way. So here's that. So basically I just kind of roughed everything up, you know, broken stair bits here and there, walls in the wall, you know, mossy cobble, and all that kind of stuff. I just wanted it to look old and beaten up, so if you kind of take it in as a big thing, you kind of get that it's aged. I mean, it's not about to fall down, but you get it, right? Even the wood's got chunks out of it, and you know, that kind of a thing. So basically, here's the spawner. I told you about the lights. I ran the redstone to the switch. There was cave. Remember, before this wasn't all dug out, we had basically just this little area where they landed, and I stood here. There was where they landed. There were chests here. They moved over here to the rest of that little cave. Kind of blocked that off just in case anything kind of comes and gets me. But all of this was kind of pretty much over here. And then the rest of the redstone's right here, and it goes around that side, turns on those lights, and the rest of it, literally one line is right under this slabs right here. So my rudimentary redstone lighting is working just fine. I have skellies here because I'm only killing. I'm getting, as you can see, this has been working just fine. I'm already up to 37 levels, and that's just from me hanging out for like the last few minutes. I turned it on because I wanted to get some levels because I need to go and do some repairing and all that stuff. And yeah, I need to really build an enchanting room. So speaking of that, that's what these are going to do. I just took out all that area. Like, oh, behind this wall there's a big gap that goes up to the sky, and I do believe it kind of continues on over here too. So basically these, you know, these aren't done. There's gaps all behind here. The cave was actually like moved over a little bit more. This was all a big wall. This whole area in here was just kind of one big wall. And then, you know, you had to come around and come and then come into right here. Either way, so now you got this. It's all opened up, very open floor planny, like I was talking about. I tweeted Iskal, and he hit a like on it. I know that was very juvenile of me. all name dropping like it mattered. But it was kind of cool to see someone I look up to as a builder really liking my idea. So either way, let's see here. What was next? Okay, so yeah, basically I'm gonna get to work on this hallway probably in the next episode. I think this episode's starting to run up there. I really don't know how long I talked. I was just jabbering, and I'm really apologize for that. I did have one little issue, one more little thing up here that I gotta watch out for. I don't see them now, but I'm noticing when I'm using the spawner area over here that I hear a lot of skeletons when the spawner is off. And I've gotten hit here before too. So my idea to do this whole like entryway for this tunnel to go in here, and it's gonna go down and around and make this huge, I don't think I'm gonna do that. It was gonna go in here, right? But that turned out to be like this huge, ridiculous, that reminds me of put all that in. That looks crappy doodah right there. Crappity. This also was the old entrance to the cave, which is now not there, but the new entrance is right here. Okay. And then it's going to go down. Okay. But these are going to be the walls. I'm going to have to, get in on doing all this stuff. But yeah, I think that's either next episode stuff, or I might find something to do differently, because I've got I got a lot of ideas. I got a lot of things I got to get done in this world. And like we need the skeleton spawner obviously for experience. We need enchanting. Easygoing and I are not going to make it through this easily. Not enough F5s. There we go. Yay! Without a serious amount of enchanting and abilities, and I'm gonna have to go to the Nether and get some real things. I upgraded the trees. I fixed some of my graphical issues. Remember I told you I'd be fixing bugs the whole time we're doing this, and sure enough, that's what I'm doing. It's still a little chunky, it's like the frame rate's a little chunky, but that's just a discussion for another day. But either way, guys, I'm heading down into my spawner. I've got experience to get. I've got a tunnel to finish. And I will see you next time. All right. Give me some skeletons a little bit more. Let's do this. No. Oh, man, I'm so bad at this F5 thing. Let's see right here. Yeah! Got it! Yeah! Die, Skelly! Die! You gonna die. See you next time, guys.